Deep Dive with David Stendhal, where we trade without ego, no emotion, no greed, and no opinion. Before we begin tonight's video blog, please read over our trading disclaimer and remember to trade smart and accept the reality that trading futures is risky. This presentation does not provide buy-sell recommendations, and our information is strictly provided for educational purposes only. As always, trade at your own risk and analysis. Hey, it's David Snow with tonight's Deep Dive. It is September 19th, 2018, and tonight we're going to take a look at cotton, the ETF being BALB, this particular one right through here. Now, the trends are all pointing to the downside. We get the technicals, which are starting to point to the upside, which is good. We just recently have a pivot low here. You can see a number of markets just recently with today's action had a pivot low in the elastic level, and this is part of what is prompting the deep dive this evening. So we've got this going on now. This is an early sign, these particular things, these pivot lows, but it still warrants some attention here. So if we take a look at the market itself, what we'll see here is, let's see here. Here is cotton. These are daily bars. We had a recent breakdown below this particular threshold, this little support level, but it came right down to this one here. So if I pull this all the way across, you can see that it dipped below it today, but then it crossed back above on the closing bar basis. So this support is at 78.45 and the close was at 78.72. So we're basically in what I'll term as an energy zone, where we have kind of a tight consolidation between an upper resistance level right through here and this lower support level. And we're at the lower end of it since we just came down and touched this level right through here. And with the elastic level having triggered, it usually means it's an early warning signal, and I'm sure that there's going to be some type of a build out to some type of a base before we see anything. The systems themselves, if I come back here, the systems are still short the market, hence the reason I'm watching this market very carefully, because we did have that threshold to the downside. We broke that support level. Now we're down at another support level in that energy zone. We're going to see us run out the support level that we're at right now is going to hold, or is there going to be some type of a base building, which would cause the shorts to prolong and eventually liquidate themselves. The other thing that did pop up here today was a surge low here, which is more of our profit taking. And so for those of you that are trading cotton, yes, the systems are still short. Yes, we broke that initial support level and now we're back down to another. There are signs, warning signs, that the market may be a little long in the tooth here, and that a consolidation within this energy zone is probably likely. We also just recently had that day's low. So there's a number of things, at least, that are popping up here that warrant some attention, quite honestly. We're going to still stay short the market with the systems, but we're watching it carefully just in case we do have to liquidate positions. So with that, we're going to keep this one nice and tight as far as our deep dive goes. I'm going to point out one thing, since I did a presentation, a webinar earlier today, where we put together a seasonal reference guide, what I call a seasonal cheat sheet, where we tell you in general terms whether you should be looking at the long side or the short side for particular markets throughout the year. So we've got the grains, we've got the meats here, you've got a soft sector, the energies, and we also have the metal markets. And then we have, it's kind of an interactive PDF. I'm not sure where we're going to post this information, but just be aware that it's available. We're going to find a spot on the website where you can download this information, and we're now in the midst of creating what I'm going to term affectionately as cheat sheets. Its official name is the seasonal reference guide, but we're going to have cheat sheets for a couple of different things on our website just to give people some added information, and they will be interactive where you can hover over certain things to go to spots on the website, as well well as have some interactive videos that will help to explain certain things. So that was based on some of the one workshop, the webinar that I did earlier today, and we will have, as you can see here, more upcoming webinars. You can go to the website. We've got a whole plan for a number of webinars in the fourth quarter as well as the first quarter of next year. So some exciting things we're going to be talking about. I appreciate it. Watch your positions in cotton, and we will look at more markets tomorrow. Bye-bye.